All right, guys, so it has been a while, probably like a week and a half, and well, I figured I'd update you guys now finally. So, still got the front end all together here because I have my lift kit ordered, but I guess it's still pending. And they're trying to get like the kit in so that they can ship it to me or, something like that. I don't know, just some lame excuse that they gave me because I'm like, yo, it says it should have arrived already by now. Like, what's the deal? So, I don't know. I guess we'll have to see how long that takes. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, but I'm just going to keep this assembled as a backup in case I have to put it in just to get the truck out or whatever. I'm hoping it doesn't come down to that and doesn't take that long, but then again, the only thing that I'm gonna need off this is the brakes and the dust covers and then the power steering rack unless I get a new one, but then I'd still need this one as a core. But then if and when I put this kit in my maroon truck, I'm gonna need it apart anyways. So it's gonna need to be taken apart at some point, but just for convenience sake, if it comes down to it, I can bolt it back in the truck and still have it roll around in case my lift kit takes forever to get sent out or something like that. I got a new GM transmission, or maybe it's a rebuilt, but to GM specs. And that's gonna be a big difference compared to this one, which has 187,000 miles on neglect. So we're gonna get those swapped out. Motor's still chilling here. I believe actually the last clip I did was taking the harmonic balancer off, unless I didn't show that. But I got that off now, so it's just, should be just taking some stuff off and pulling the cam out, and then I can build it back up. But I'm waiting for the sandblasting to be done before I do that. And as you guys can see, everything's layered in a nice layer of dust. And it's just a mess in here. But if we go back here, you guys will see why. And that's because we got the frame right here. And I finished the frame last night. So this sucker is finally fully done. So now I can move on to other little parts, like you got the hitch right there and a cross member right there for the transmission, which goes right up by where my helmet is. And then I gotta go over here and I gotta sandblast my rear axle. So I gotta take that apart, which is gonna kind of suck because I gotta take my brake lines off or do something about that. Probably take them off though. But my lift kit comes with new leaf springs, new lift blocks, of course, all that. So the only thing left would be the shackles, and there's a little crack in there. And I found a good deal on a pair of them, so I went ahead and ordered them, and they actually just came. So I got all this stuff. So all I need is the rear axle, and then tomorrow I have my front struts at work, so I gotta get those taken apart so I can sandblast the coil springs so I can get those ready to be painted, even though they're gonna be blue instead of white, and I'm doing all the white stuff first. I still want them ready for convenience sake, so we'll see how far. If I get everything done tonight, that's great. But I think I'm definitely going to want to do a little bit more tomorrow just to get everything caught up so I don't fall behind again when my lift kit comes, because that's going to be a lot of stuff to prep. And then I'll also order my new diff cover and get that ready to be prepped and all that stuff too. So I should be able to get that stuff done tomorrow. So I have to do my coil springs and my diff cover. And, being coil springs, there's, a lot of surface there because they're round and springy. So I definitely that's gonna take some time. So I've done four-wheeler ones before and they kind of suck to paint also. But and then looks like I also have this bracket or something that I'm gonna have to do something with probably. And yeah, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to get this apart, and in here probably just actually drop this down, roll it in, and sandblast it up. So that's all good to go, but that's probably gonna be last, and I'm hoping I still get to it, because I mean, I feel like I don't have too much. The hitch, I feel like it's definitely gonna take a while. This might, depending if it has a rubber coating on it. The tank straps, probably gonna take a while because of the rubber coating. And then I'm gonna do the body mounts, the metal pieces from them. I don't know if I'm gonna repaint them black or do them blue or something like that. And then I gotta dig out a bunch of other little brackets that are in the tote, you know, from the engine bay, and just a bunch of little brackets and whatnot. And then, so here's my shackles. Here I have CV axles, which I don't want them to rust up right away, because my dad has a new truck and his are already looking rusty. So I'm gonna paint the new ones right in here, right here, and right here. And I think that's gonna look really good, and that'll keep them looking nice and clean, no surface rust or nothing coming in. And then I got these brackets that were from the rear of the frame that I didn't get the little modules out of them yet, but that's no big deal. I'll either tape them up or try and get them out, because this one's pretty stuck in there, but it would definitely be nice to get them out. And then I got my lower control arms right here, which I'm gonna have to cover up the ball joint and sandblast it all down to paint. And then right here, I do believe these are inner tie rods. So I got those to be painted so that right here will look nice and good. And then I gotta, oh, I guess tomorrow I gotta order my outer tie rods too, because I still need outers. And then I'll probably take the dust covers off of this. And then I do wanna paint my rotors. So we'll see how much time that takes, because that's a lot of taping and like cutting for all the drills and slots and all that stuff. But I think it's definitely gonna look sick and be worth it, especially once it's done, because guys, it's all about attention to detail, and this truck's gonna have all of it. So I think that's gonna be a cool addition to the front end. Getting those also painted. And then also the rear, probably paint the drums. But my dad also did bring up that eventually or something, he was saying I should start looking for like a rear end at some point, because of the big tires and all that. I don't want to strain or stress out the rear axle. And it's only just a little 10 bolt. And he was saying that some of the half-ton trucks with tow haul or tow package had a 12 bolt with 6 lugs still, and they were disc instead of drum, which would definitely be a really nice upgrade to have. But if I do go that route, I'll just, you know, redo it. Like, I'm not gonna do it now because, well, I don't have time or the budget for it, and that's just, you know, I don't even know how easy they are to find. I'm sure they're pretty tricky to find. Unless, you know, of course, you could probably go buy a brand new one. But that being said, I want to get the same type of rear axle for the 2-wheel drive out there too, for when that, you know, when that build finally starts. I just decided to do this build because, well, I got all the shop space right now to do it, and want to get it done before, you know, other things come up. So I'll just leave it at that. And then for the exhaust, I'm going to clean that up with like a Scotch pad and stuff, and then paint the welds and just make it look really nice, clean it up, shine it up, and get all this stinking dust off of it. And then that's going to look really good. And then I actually saw a car at work. Here's a picture of his headers, and I really want to make mine look like that now. I think that would look really cool. It's like a bronzish, goldish, I think. And that was really cool. So then once all that stuff's done and painted, then I gotta do all my body work. So there's definitely a lot left. And guys, I got about a month left to finish this whole build. So things are gonna be going nonstop. So just stay tuned, and the truck content and the show truck build videos will keep on rolling out. So I hope that you guys are enjoying and looking forward to this build being done. So stay tuned.